Hi folks, welcome to Nessie Entertainment. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Nikon F3 and we're going to be talking about transmitters and receivers, okay? Uh, you know, I just need to first say about why I do these YouTube videos. I don't do these YouTube videos so you can steal ideas and come up with your own thing and try and outdo me. You know what I mean? I mean, if you're gonna do something, be original, be yourself. I don't listen to jazz music because, hey, it sounds cool in the background. No, I listen to that because I got soul, and that's who I am. All right? Everything I do is original. So when I'm showing you something, I'm showing the kind of people I want on my site come and visit me, or people who are interested in the same thing I'm interested in. Now my stuff goes from the 1970s, you know, I would say late 70s, and more like up to about 2010, 2012. I cover that area right there, but I cover in my own way how I talk and how I do things. And I like sharing because I think that's the way the world should be. Too much, this world is not about sharing, it's about stealing what you could take and take advantage of somebody else. And you might hang up. And that person that left right this site right now, right this second, he's the kind of person I don't want. Yeah? He's the kind of person because he knows it's him. Right? The rest of you, I love sharing this kind of stuff. I'm gonna tell you something else. I was looking for something for a G2 Prime calculator, right? And I was looking to try and figure out how to do something on the G2 Prime calculator. You know how exciting? I've seen all these people doing G2 Prime calculator, and they're pretentious. When you're doing something that you're trying to copy off of somebody else, you look pretentious. You don't look real. Yeah, I'm talking. I ain't got no script here. I'm talking for real. And this guy was just talking for real. And it was a 5-minute video. And I searched for 3 days for this G2 Prime calculator, HP, Hewlett Packard. And this guy showed me on a PC, this is how you can get the student exam mode off. You know how I was so excited. I wanted to give him a big hug. You know what I mean? Because he's real. He's real. He did it real. Not pretentious, not trying to fill something with a whole bunch of ads. And if you see ads on my site, it's not because of me. I don't want ads. That's Google. They're trying to grab whatever they can. As soon as I hit 1,000 like people on my site, yeah, and please join me if you want to join me for that reason, just to get me up to 1,000. That's cool. A friend of mine is talking about me going on TikTok because he's hot. He likes TikTok, but I like to do YouTube because I think it's great for like education. You know what I mean? Physics, maths, this, that. There's a lot of brilliant, great people. But please, if you're going to do something, don't copy off of somebody else. Be original. Be yourself. Now let's talk about what we're going to be talking about. Today, I'm talking about the F3. Now, if I said to you Nikon, we're going straight to the stuff now. If I told you Nikon Michael Charlie dash 8 Alpha, what would you think? Probably think that was a military code going on right there. It might be a strike. It's not. It's a little cable. I see hundreds of these little cables. Not hundreds, but I see quite a few of these cables on there. And there's no scripture. Oh man, I better get my terrible. This is going to be terrible. I'm going to have to try and get my glasses. I left my main glasses upstairs, and I can't. I can't stop doing this video because that would be ridiculous. Anyway, this is a Nikon MC8A cable, sync cable, and I see these for sale. Do you see on eBay them saying what it's for, how to use it, what to use, this and that? No, they say 12 pound. They don't even know what it is. 12 pound. And some of them don't even know what it is. It don't even know it's a Nikon. They just say, oh, it's just a cable. See, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm going to show you something. So let's go and take a look at the cable. A nice close look at that cable. See that? Yeah. You see that? That has 3 pinholes, and that. Well, this is actually for, let's zoom back out. This is actually for the Nikon F2. Now, I don't really I do have a couple of Nikon F2 cameras and motor drives and things like that. But I'm more, like I said, I don't cover too much of the F2 as much as I cover the FM, the FM3A, the F4, the F5. the F3. And like I said, I'm just being who I am. What I like, what I love, and I want to share it with you. Well, if you have one of these cables, they're absolutely useless to you. Give them away. Or if you know what it is, then you know how you'll see what it's for. Now, some of you folks might have a Nikon F3. Looks like that. See that? It's a Nikon F3. Beautiful Nikon F3. It's gorgeous. Some of you want to get a motor drive. That's MD-4, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I get all my drives because there's so many different numbers and so many. But anyway, that's a Nikon MD-4. So the MD-4 goes on an F3. Okay, that's a motor drive. Okay, we don't want to get anything clicking here. You know, I noticed there's a lot of cameras out there with no eyelets. Now, I don't have no eyelets on this camera. I took them off for I don't know, for some reason. I can't remember. It was that long ago. But anyway, I have plenty of eyelets. So if you're short of these, you're going to have to let me know. Maybe I'll put some on, but they're not. It's delivery. Trust me, it's not the eyelet that costs you money. It's the damn deliveries. Anyway, if you have an MD-4 and a Nikon F3, this cable would come in handy. Almost. Almost in handy, okay? Because now what you need is, let's say, one of these. Now you see that plug right in there? You see that? Right there? Yeah? That is the ML1 receiver. Now, you notice that there are two channels, right? There's a channel 1, there's a channel 2, and there's also single and continuous. So you have continuous and single, 1 and 2. Now, I see people selling these things, right? These ML1 receivers, and everybody's confused about what to sell them for, right? Do you know why they're confused about what to sell? Are they 30 quid, 20 quid, 99p, no reserve, or 100 quid? Maybe I could, you know why they're confused? Because they don't even know if it works. They're not sure. If you know it works, then you can charge whatever you want. You know, if it works perfect, you charge whatever you want. But if you're going to have one of these, you want one of these. You have both of these, then you need an MD-4 for your F3. Or you need a motor drive for your Nikon F2, which I'm not going to show. I'm not showing that right now. But anyway, that plugs right in here. Right? There's only one way it plugs in. That's the way it plugs in, right? What are you supposed to do? Well, run around holding this thing? No. What you need, Nikon F3 AS4. See that? That's it, original F3 AS4. It looks like that. See? Now that slides onto the F3. And then you've got to remember to turn it too as well. There you go. To lock it in place. So otherwise it'll fall off if you don't lock it in place. So you got to spin it around and lock it in place. All right. Now, before I go any further, I love this. This sounds beautiful. I love that. Now, I love John Coltrane. Miles Davis, John Coltrane. Anyway, doesn't matter. I just like listening to it. It's nice and calming. Okay, so you got your MC8A, right? On your little thing, and now you got your AS for your F3. Yeah? Now, you put that right in there. Now that'll hold in its place. And then you can also turn this little knob down here. Let me slide that off because I got it so damn tight. Okay. Ooh. There we go. Hopefully I can get this on there. I should have just slid it on. Not wasting my time. Let me just put that back on here. Never mind, just slide that back on here. Yeah, just leave it there. Anyway, you're supposed to tighten it up, but I don't want to spend 10 minutes trying to show you how to tighten it up because that would be ridiculous and waste of time. So, as you notice, I've removed the bottom cap. See that bottom cap? And that bottom cap is a 3-point. Yeah? And that's where you plug this in. Now, you got to remember how to plug it in. There's only one way it goes in. If it doesn't go in, it's wrong. And then you have to screw tight. Screw the little silver knob. There we go. So now that's nice and tight. Am I right? You see it? It's nice and tight. There you go. Right? Now you could fire it like that with your finger. You see? Yeah? You see that, right? Or you could use a infrared trigger. Now today, that's not a big deal. We got infrared for the television. We got mobile phones that act like cameras. We got cameras that act like phones. We got video cameras that act like cameras and phones. You got everything. A matter of fact, somebody was showing me that you could do the saxophone, the piano, and the guitar all on an app. Jesus Christ, what happened to talent anymore? Real skill, real hands-on, real equipment. You think I give up my guitar or a violin for an app? App ain't worth nothing to me. But that's the way. But if you're a true artist, and that's who I'm speaking to, I'm talking about the true artists out there. You know, we're not loved by many, but the ones who do love us, they love us unconditionally. Absolutely. Because you're a real artist. You're bringing something real. I see in the future, in the year 2050, some person will be sitting on the couch, slouching, typing in what they want a picture of. I want a picture of the Abbey. And I want it to have an aperture of something like this. I want it to look like that. Go and do it for me. And they'll be sitting on the couch, bringing their picture, putting it on the site, and letting everybody say, look at the beautiful picture I took. They never took it. Damn AI got up, ran out the window or flew out the window, ran down to the Abbey, took the photograph, and brought it back for you. That's where we're going. Where's the skill? Where's the art? Where's the thought, the work that goes into it? It's gone. Anyway, so now you're going to need one of these. This is a Nikon ML1 transmitter. The transmitter goes with the obviously the receiver, right? That's the transmitter, this is the receiver. Now, I see again, these selling for any weird price, 20 quid, 30 quid, 40, 50, 100 pounds, any kind of price, all kinds of prices. The main reason why I think they sell for different price is because, again, nobody knows if they're working or not working. I actually have another ML1 receiver, right? And it flashes, and it's got the pilot light, and everything. Ooh, this Miles Davis, baby. Ooh, sounds good. Anyway, they got everything working on on the remote control. I got it upstairs. I'm not going upstairs right now. I took it apart, by the way, to try and repair it, right? And the same with this one. But I only got one working. But I got everything working on the other one, so it looks like working. So if somebody on eBay were to sell it and says, oh, mate, I'm gonna tell you what, the pilot light comes on, the little flash comes on, everything comes on, it even flashes, right? Let me put this on. What number is that on? Let me put this on 2. I got that on 2. Let me put this on 1. Right? I could turn it on. The little pilot light comes on. I could do the flash by pressing that little button. Did you see that? That's the infrared. And as you can see right here, you might have to get a little bit closer. Can you see that without the light blaring it? It's nice and clear. As you can see right here, this is me. Oh, geez. Where's the sound at? Oh, Jesus. Now, the Roku remote. Oh, Jesus. I lost it. Sorry about that, folks. Anyway, it doesn't matter. As you could see, I was repairing the thing and talking about repairing it. And We're going to leave it right there for that. Get right to the thing. Anyway, I repaired it, and the pilot light came on, the flash was working. But did you know the it did not fire off the transmitter because there was something else faulty with the ML1 transmitter. There was something else wrong with it. Now, who's going to go and take it completely apart, right down to its bare electronics, repair it, fix it, double check it, and triple check it, make sure and everything is working? Who's going to do that? Then, today, there's very few people are going to do it. The Germans, I love the Germans. I mean, they really do. I mean, Japanese, they do really damn good work too. But I can't afford to get it from Japan sometimes. They really charge a bomb. But in Germany, they love these things because they take them apart and they do really good, skilled work. Love it. I think they appreciate it as much as I do. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, I had the damn thing working. Everything was working, but it wouldn't fire it off. Not on receiver 1, not on receiver 2, nothing. Now, this is live, so I could completely toss this whole entire video away if this doesn't work. And that would be an absolute shame because you what? Now I'm going to turn it on and I'm going to fire it, and you're going to say to yourself, oh, it doesn't work. Okay? Right. So here I go. I'm going to fire it. You seeing it? Did you see it? It didn't work, did it? Now, I'm going to show you something too. You see that light turning on? That's the first thing you got to do. You got to make sure that light turns on. You see there's a little light there? You see that little light? So then it does work. But what's wrong with this, it's not on the right channel. Now I'm going to flip it to single 1. Yeah? Did you see that? Can you zoom in there and show that's channel 1? And that's also channel 1 right there. Yeah? Channel 1, channel 1. Now we're going to try it again. You ready? Anyway, let me stop. Now that's not cool for today, because we got infrared TVs, we got infrared this, we got infrared that, everything's infrared. But back then, tell me, man, come on, that was so cool. Back then, when you saw this, you knew that the photographer spent an absolute fortune for this kind of kit. This could sit in your shelf, in your museum, on when you want to do displays. Don't steal it from me now. Do your own video on something else. Your camera or something else. Something you know about. This is what I do. And I got some stuff that nobody knows. Not even Grays of Westminster. They even got some. I got some things that I even stumped them. I gotta find out myself, but I'm going actually using that person because that person actually knows everything, and what he doesn't know, he can find out. That's great. That's great. That's the man. If he can't find it, nobody can. I don't even think Mirror.com, that guy he does really great work. He's a really good professional. He's been doing it for years. If you need it, it's Mirror.com. I think it's like MIRR, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, he does some really amazing work, and you can find out just about anything and everything, but he doesn't have the one thing that I also want as well. But here we go. But this could go on your shelf, and if not on your shelf, when you want to take it off and you want to show it off, you can, because it's all working. You see? So I could sell this single by itself. I could sell this by itself. I can sell the cable by itself. I can sell the lens by itself. I can sell the camera by itself. Or I can sell the MD-4 by itself. I know all of them work and have been tested. Anyway, that's the way it should be. What can I say now? All I can say is, guys, I really do appreciate, because maybe I don't say it enough, but I appreciate the guys who are coming onto my site, listening to what I got to say, watching the videos, liking the videos, wanting to get more, asking me questions. You're probably saying to yourself, why haven't you been on for so long? Because I have been really struck with some serious bad luck. Really bad luck. Just serious pain. And I'm not about to go into that because it's not your pain, it's my pain. And I've been really struggling. All right. And there are people out there that's struggling. They need people to talk to. You need to help them. You know what I mean? We all do, especially in the world we're living in. It's too violent, if you ask me. And people need to learn to share and love each other a lot more. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let it go there. I wish you all the best. Please take care of yourself. Take care of the ones you love, right? Stay away from the people that are poison. You know what I mean? And because that's the best thing you could do. Stay away from them. You know, just keep around the people you love. Take care of them. Be good to each other. Be good to others. And there you go. I'm going to let it there. You take care of yourself. Thank you for visiting.